This is a CBS News Detroit update.
Good morning, I'm Sandra Ali. Here's a look at your top headlines on this Monday morning. The CEO of Stellantis, Carlos Tavares, is out. The automaker announcing his resignation Sunday, and it takes effect immediately. The move comes during a decline of sales and criticism from some board members and the UAW that Tavares was mismanaging the company. An interim executive committee will now run the company while leaders at Stellantis look for a new CEO. That search expected to be complete sometime by the middle of next year. We've learned the second driver involved in a wrong-way crash on the Lodge has died. This is an update to a story we first told you about last Friday morning. Police say a 27-year-old woman driving the wrong way on the Lodge freeway near Grand River when she slammed into another car, killing that driver. The 27-year-old driver was taken to the hospital but died from her injuries Saturday. And as of this morning, still not clear where the woman entered the freeway and where she was coming from. This morning, we're working to get more details about President Joe Biden's decision to pardon his son Hunter. It was announced late Sunday night as the president left for a trip to Angola, fulfilling a pledge to visit Africa while he was in office. Hunter Biden facing a possible prison sentence for federal felony gun and tax convictions. President Biden has repeatedly said he would not pardon his son, and now the president says he came to the decision this past weekend and later changed his position because he believes politics did play a role in the case. Both the University of Michigan and Ohio State University will now each pay a $100,000 fine following that brawl between the teams after Saturday's game. The Big Ten Conference announcing those fines, and in a statement, the conference said the actions of both teams violated the sportsmanship policy. The game was in Columbus. That fight started when Michigan players planted a U of M flag at midfield after Michigan beat the Buckeyes. Police eventually used pepper spray on players to break up those fights. Michigan head coach Sharon Moore said both teams could have handled the situation differently. One other update from the sports world. The Red Wings lose a real heartbreaker Sunday night against Vancouver. The final score there, 5-4 in overtime. Now let's go ahead and get a check with next weather meteorologist Troy Bridges for a look at that Monday forecast. Troy, good morning.
Good morning, Sandra. Today, another cold start, feeling like the teens out there. Actual temperatures starting off in the 20s. We only warm to a high of 34 degrees, but we will see more sun today than we've seen over the past few days. So a peak of sunshine mixed in with a few of those clouds and a high of 34 degrees. We'll see a flurry or two into the next couple of hours. We could see a few flurries tomorrow as well, but no big deal until Wednesday. And Wednesday, we're going to track another round of snow. We'll have to see just how much we get. It's all about the timing because we could actually see mixed in some warmer air, and that could lead to a wintry mix on Wednesday, especially through the afternoon, and lead to a couple of trouble spots on some roadways. Again, that is going to be Wednesday, and then the coldest day of the week will be Thursday as we only warm into the 20s for afternoon high temperatures, feeling much colder than that. But for today, warming into the low and mid 30s, 34 for Detroit, 34 for Lapeer, 32 in Adrian as well as Howell, and then early morning temperatures tomorrow will be in the 20s. But today, this is what it's going to feel like, much like overnight lows in some places, going to feel like the mid-20s for afternoon high temperatures. The next 7 days will show a high of 35 degrees tomorrow, and again a chance for snow on Wednesday, but warmer, a high of 37 before colder air works in, a high of only 28 degrees on Thursday. Sandra, back to you.
Troy, thank you. That's a look at your headlines. We'll be back later today covering stories that matter to you on air and streaming on the CBS News app and Pluto TV.